sicker than tired for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the moves, back with me. Don't come through, the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Wizards of Virginia Beach taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Check, pitch, opposite, green, blue, check, set.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that right on the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Shot here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hurry!
They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belting before he can get out of the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Aiden Hutchinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Hendricks. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hendricks. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's go. Check right. Set go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hendricks. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
On first down, Hendricks. And that that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third down. Hendricks throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevenson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go on fourth down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he couldn't quite tackled down at the line. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On first down, and it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Hendricks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Second down and 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was a
touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Wizards are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Ready up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, right.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw again, Hendricks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Eagle blue. Cut, cut.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hendricks. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Set.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
On the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Wizards have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground with a tight end.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game. This long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Virginia Beach, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving. Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing I don't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger flow too. It's easy.
Incredible.
Flattered that they wanna be just like me. They been borrowing a pen, but they ain't writing me. But still forgot I got the drop from your wifey. Yeah, the was in the glove, where the vices be. How you gon' act like we don't know the same? And y'all looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste, though. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the wheel. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, chill, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a drill, Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just deal. If you feel the way, get up on my yeah. But am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network, what's my net worth?
Yeah. Run that back,
I fell
Turbo.
deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? Gotta put blood, sweat, and tears in, is what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of. Oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love watching me on Prime.